Hey everyone, this is Dan Annis, week 2, project 2. This week we're working on CRUD and getting the modify, delete functions to work on top of our add functionality. Um, so uh, I'm using the emulator because my Jordet screen chops half of my screen off for some reason. It's not a zooming issue, I'm not real sure. If I rotate it upside down, it works fine, so not real sure what's going on there. But um, I'm just going to go through the app real quick. I don't think there's any reason to sign in or log in or anything to show how the user gets created. But I do have this set to airplane mode because this thing is a turtle. So I wanted to get that going first. So if there is no internet connection, we try to log in. It's going to tell us that internet's not available. It's not even going to try to log in. So um, that will essentially do the same thing across any piece of the app when I'm in there. Um, Now, if I can quickly turn it back on, which it's not going to be quick, but kind of talk about what I did while I'm doing this. But so I kind of redid my app a little bit. Wanted to add a couple more features, things that um, I find will be useful, um, or kind of what I'm getting at as far as the application goes. It's still a skin, but the functionality is there. Um, so that's kind of my talk about the UI. Data validation, I've got a lot of fields aside from the username and password on the sign up. There's also an email spot that you can put an email, and if it's not an email address, if it doesn't look like an email address, it'll tell you to put a valid email address in. And I also have on the add fields for my parse. Each user can create clients, basically. It's almost like a contact app. But they can enter various fields, and I've got the number pad for phone number being displayed, and again, same kind of validation for naming conventions is like email address again. So now I have internet connection. I'm going to go ahead and log in with the credentials that are here, and my turtle will go, and it'll say logged in successfully. On your phone, it will run a lot smoother. So this is basically the UI here. We're going to have a list view here where we can load clients, and if we click on add, we will get an add activity. It took me a little bit longer to do this because I have a lot of fields, which is probably unneeded for the application rules or guidelines, but whatever. And I did put in this image uploader thing because I wanted to get an image in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and cancel this. Well, I guess I can show you if I just put something crazy in there and hit save. It's going to yell at me. It's going to tell me to put names. So if I put a name in there, it's going to yell at me. It wants all the fields to be in here. It should tell me not a valid email address. So and even if I put the @ symbol, it still is not good enough. It's looking for the something.com. Well, it should pass because it's looking for the dot and the end. And then if I enter a phone number, this should allow this to be saved. This will actually get updated to the client details screen in my parse. It's just an object for the PF user, and it attaches to the user using the ACLs for parse. So that's that. It's using the default icon of the app. If I don't choose an image, I can go back in here, and if that was just a crazy title, which it is, and I actually wanted to make a little bit of sense, I could go back in here and click on the edit. And if I hit edit, I've got the fields all lit up, and I can put something crazier. Hit save. This will update the info and parse. And think I have parse up here. We should be able to see something crazy in here. This guy here, that's what I just updated to. It actually is pushed already. And then lastly, from the other part of CRUD is to delete it. So if I do a long hold there, it'll say, do you want to delete it? I'll say sure. And that should go away here in a minute. As you can see over here in parse, I have 11 clients. Before I was working with events, that was my last week, but I've changed it to clients now to make it work with my hair app here. And you'll see it go down to 10. There's 10, and that crazy guy is missing. It's now just there. So that's my app in a nutshell. I think the biggest struggles were trying to get that thing to work with the image, and just getting all those fields to post. I actually had to create this client detail, which I want to make that generate automatically. So that's something that I want to fix. But other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory. Works pretty good. If it's not on this turtle emulator, and that's it. So far, I'm happy with it. I'm going to brush up the UI over break. Well, I guess we got another week, but over break and start on the iOS and make it look clean, hopefully, and make it an app that is kind of cool. So that's all I got, and I'll talk to you guys later.